All right, the many questions I get several about the seeder that I own. It's a Precision Garden Seeder. It's so simple, it's genius. What it does is, there's plates that they offer with it, that come with it, and there's optional plates for all the different size seeds that you're going to plant. It's a predetermined distance on the plate, which determines how close the seeds put together. When it drops the seed, we got a little plow down here that's adjustable, and there's a scale on the side. And generally on most seed packets you'll have on the seed packet, it'll give you a depth. And that's a pretty general rule of thumb. But the general rule of thumb actually is 3 times the diameter of the seed. What I do is, you got this pintle, I don't know if you can, how well you can see that, but it's roughly about 1/4 of an inch. So I personally that would go 1.5 inches. I wouldn't go 1.5 inches. I go about 1 inch. Or no, 1.5 inches wouldn't be right. But anyways, you get the point. I like to at least twice what the diameter is. So if that's 1/4 inch, obviously 1.5 and 1/2 is 1 inch. I put it 1 inch. So that's what that's set at. And then a chain comes along behind, and it drags the soil back over and covers the seed, and the back wheel tamps it down. Now it's very important that you till a fairly good where you're going to use it. And one of the best tips I've found in using the thing is, whatever way, especially if you're going to use a row marker, like if I'm putting corn in or something, and I'm using a row marker to mark my next row, obviously you put it whatever the recommendation for that is. Corn, I usually go about 32 inches, somewhere just within 3 foot, because that's how the hill around my rototiller works. But the best tip is to till perpendicular to how you're going to walk with this. And the reason why is, the lines from the tiller, or whatever you use, a plow or whatever, you can get confused with the row marker and screw up and have crooked rows and whatnot. So if you till 90 degrees to the direction you're going to go in, you'll easily see the scribed line that the row marker does for you. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. That's a kickstand. Kickstand goes down. I got the bean plate on. We got it filled with some pinholes. We've already done the row. I'm going to run down and back up, and that's about the gist of it. This thing is just totally genius. I mean, I could plant a field of beans in minutes. Put the kickstand up. I've already got the plow set. Like I said, the distance of the seed is predetermined by the plate. You just watch, and you can see it's just wonderful. It opens the furrow, and because the dirt is tilled nicely, it falls right back in easily with the seed. And you just watch. Simple. Now, I do all my rows what we call wide row. Because beans are a legume, what that means is they're nitrogen fixating. As they grow, they fix to the roots, the nitrogen fixates to the roots. So, our plant is, I mean, there's 5 passes in here, and that's going to grow just as thick. And what that does for me is, now I don't have to barely weed at all. If at all, it'll be very little that I do have to weed. And because it's a legume, like I said, because it's nitrogen fixating, I don't fertilize it, and it just grows so thick and lush like that. And just this 25-foot row here, we'll have enough beans to eat through the summer, and probably have a little left over to can. But I've got more at my dad's that we do for canning, because I got more room up there. And that's it in a nutshell. And because growing the beans close like that, and I'll show later on how I do that, it'll shade the ground right out, and obviously it keeps the ground moist. It creates a microclimate, so to speak. And when we're done with the beans, we till the beans in, and that adds organic matter. So to me, a legume is a win-win. It's a totally win-win. Yeah, I think that sums it up. Earthway Garden Precision Seeder. Don't buy one, because you can get out of hand one very easily. This is going to be a lot of beans.